Good evening. Welcome home to First Christian Church of Decatur. My name is Daniel Brower. My pronouns are she, her, and this is my third attempt at our 601, 605 midweek check in. I am so happy to be able to be here with all of you after a couple of weeks. I sincerely hope that I am here with you. It has been a few weeks since we have been able to do this successfully. And to be honest, I am not sure it's happening successfully right now, but we're going to see. About 2 weeks ago, I was like, hey, I can do 601 from my house. And it turns out that I cannot do that because my Wi Fi doesn't let me. And last week, I was like, okay, I'll stay at the church and do 601 from there. And it still didn't work for reasons I cannot fathom. And then I tried twice to do this at the correct time, and it still didn't want to work. So, me and technology aren't really seeing eye to eye right now. And I just keep thinking about how when I was growing up, we had Wednesday night prayer meeting, right? We'd get in the car and we'd drive to church and we would sit around a table and we would do much like we're doing now, check in on each other. Someone would give a meditation and we would pray together, but we do it face to face, so we didn't have any of this lag or I can't hear you or anything like that. And with all the issues that I'm having with Facebook Live, sometimes I really wish that we could just go back to that, but we can't go back because that's not where we are anymore. A lot of us, including myself, don't live right around the corner from the church, so we can't just hop over here for prayer meeting. There's a lot of us that can't drive at night. There are even more folks who are not in the city or the state or even the country as we're going live here tonight. But because of this wonderful, weird, sometimes really annoying piece of technology, you can see me and I can see you and we can talk and we can have fellowship no matter where we are. It's not the same as it used to be, but it's good. And that's how the future works a lot of the time. It's messy and we're not sure how it works or if it's going to work, but the future happens regardless. Ready or not, it's always approaching and it is always right here in front of us. I had a conversation with Pastor James about the future just before he went on leave. And one of the things that he said was that he didn't want the church to be a cult of personality around him. And I told him that for me, this congregation was not about him, but we as a church were walking in the theology that he embodied for us. It would be disingenuous and frankly disrespectful to say that he had no influence on us. Of course he did, and always will. And I wish that he were here. But ready or not, the future's here. A future that is not what we know and not what we are used to. And it's going to be messy at times, and we might not always be sure how it's going to work or if it's going to work. But we go on. We go on because we're not built around one man, but around one faith, one spirit, and one love. We have learned so well from James and from so many others how to walk in a love that is far bigger than ourselves. And we have seen how to come together as a community of faith to serve and to be served. The scriptures tell us of a great cloud of witnesses that push us ever onward by their example of faith. And it's in that faith and in the Spirit of the living God that we go forward. I don't know if anyone has heard these words tonight. If you are hearing them, I hope that they have meant something to you. I'm guessing that I'll find out one way or another pretty fast. If you are here, thank you for being here. And while you're here, I have a couple of things that I wanted to make you aware of. If you have not already seen the news, Pastor James' memorial service will be next Saturday, August 5th at 2 p.m. First Baptist Church of Decatur has been so unspeakably generous and kind throughout this process, and they have been gracious enough to let us use their space for the service. So it will be over at First Baptist Decatur on the 5th of August at 2 p.m. I hope that I'll see you there. And before that, I hope to see you in worship this Sunday at 10:25 a.m., both on Facebook and in person. We have a fantastic speaker this Sunday. One of our very own members, Dawn Ely, is going to bring the message for us, and it's going to be really, really wonderful. So I hope that you get to be there either online or in person. And whether this is working or not, whether I get to see you or not, whatever happens, just remember, God made you special. And God loves you very much. And so do I. Have a good night.